Monday Health Minutes, sponsored by Valley Health.
Hi, I'm Melanie Schaefer. Welcome to Monday Health Minutes with Valley Health. You know, some people estimate that nearly half of all Americans over the age of 20 have heart disease. And so that means recognizing cardiac trouble is important for a lot of people. So we're talking with Section Chief of Cardiology, Dr. Dan Snavely, Section Chief at Valley Health Cardiology, about this. This is scary stuff for a lot of folks. What are some of the first signs that we should be watching for that there might be a heart issue?
Sure. Well, the most obvious is chest discomfort. And interestingly, in Appalachia, if you say chest pain, pain to most folks implies a sharp or a stabbing sensation. Mm-hmm. But I've had people literally having a heart attack that will say, I'm not having any chest pain. If you ask them if they're having discomfort or a sensation, then they will say, yes, meaning a pressure or a heaviness in the chest, arms, neck, back, but also shortness of breath, exertional shortness of breath specifically, or effort intolerance, sometimes just sweating, sometimes unusual fatigue. I've had people come to me that from the dentist chair with just jaw pain. They thought they had a bad tooth, and they go to the dentist and they send them to the emergency department with a heart attack. We tell people anything from the navel to the neck that is unusual for you, be concerned that this could be your heart. Okay, so it can be obvious and really subtle at the same time. Absolutely. And men and women can be different. Definitely can be different. The obvious is the elephant sitting on your chest. The subtle is, well, I'm short of breath walking up the stairs or sweeping my floor, or I have this unusual nausea, or I'm unusually fatigued. I can't do the activity cutting the grass. I can't do what I did last year. I'm having to stop my lawnmower 3 or 4 times. Any change in a pattern of activity that you could previously do that you can't now, be concerned. Okay, so when is it time that you go see your primary care provider and express your concerns? And when do you go right to the emergency room? Yeah, very good question. When you go right to the emergency room is when you have the abrupt onset of symptoms. You're sitting there, bam, all of a sudden you have this sudden onset of a discomfort or a shortness of breath or a feeling of something is bad wrong. That's when you need to seek immediate attention. And I tell everyone this, call 911. Don't get in a car and drive. Call 911. You have a very sophisticated system, fortunately, in our area to get from the hospital, to get from wherever you are to the hospital quickly. They can transmit an EKG. It gets the team rolling if you're having an emergency. So the abrupt onset of symptoms, don't mess around. Get to the emergency room. So, okay, so a lot of people might think, I have trouble. My doctor says, I need to have a cath. What is that? So heart catheterization is where, or a coronary angiogram is where we are looking specifically for blockages. It's where we take a catheter. Recently, we've been doing from the wrist, from what we call the radial artery. Historically, it's done from the groin, can be done from either way, but we take the catheter from the access site to the heart, inject X-ray dye directly into the heart arteries to see if there's a blockage, to see if there's coronary artery disease. That's what a heart catheterization is. It's very simple, takes 5 minutes. It's a very low-risk procedure, but when it is indicated, it's life-saving. Potentially. And then what's the next step from there? And a cath could lead you to what kind of intervention? Cath could lead to bypass surgery or open heart surgery, stents, or simply intensifying or starting medical intervention with medications. And what role do people still, if they feel like they're having a heart issue, do they still take an aspirin? Yeah. Or what's the rule on that these days? Yeah. If you feel like you're having a heart attack, definitely. We tell people to chew baby aspirin, get to the emergency department. The reason aspirin works is aspirin is the antiplatelet medication. The first step in having a heart attack is the platelets stick together and then start to form a clot. And that's why aspirin is effective at treating heart attacks. So still a good thing to do. Still a good thing to do. All right, Dr. Snavely, a quick look at what we can do when we know there might be trouble ahead. We sure appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for checking in for Monday Health Minutes.